good evening, guys. I take this opportunity to thank you to our program today. As we have stated earlier, today we will be discussing on matters concerning health. I have a guest today. Let him introduce himself for today's discussion. Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Yeah, thank you, Isaac. I am Julius, Dr. Julius from Siloam Medical Center, and today we are going to discuss about the drug or substance abuse, as Isaac had said, and we are going to understand what that condition is.
Yes.
Welcome.
So our today's message, as you have heard, we are going to discuss about drug substance. So, Dr. Julius,
Yes.
what do we mean by the word substance abuse?
Okay. Yes, so I think, Isaac, as you have asked, I think it's first we discuss because we are talking about substance abuse.
Yes.
That is a compound word because it is two words in one.
Yes.
Substance and abuse.
Yes.
So maybe I can break it down simply that substance is anything,
Yes.
whether solid, liquid, or gas,
Yes.
that sometimes we take that it may alter our body system.
Okay.
That is substance. Then when we talk about abuse is when you use any of those that we have said in the wrong way.
Okay.
Yes, when you take that drug in the wrong way. And the example is like sometimes people take Piriton, which is supposed to be for allergy, but they take it to sleep. So when you do that, it's not what we call substance abuse. So when we combine it, substance abuse, we can say is when anything is used in the wrong way.
Okay.
Yes.
So you can go further to explain about abuse.
Yes.
So which ages do most people abuse drugs? Is it from adolescent to 35 years and above years, or you can conclude everyone can abuse drugs?
Okay, mainly we can say that anybody, because it is any age, any age is abusing drug. But when you come to the young people, from around age 15 going to around 25,
Yes.
we can now say it's around young adult and adolescent. Those are the people who are misusing those drugs.
Okay.
Yes,
So
the prevalence is high.
Yes, sorry. What are some of the abused drugs mostly used in Kenya?
Okay.
Yes.
So we have many of them, but I highlight the most common one.
Yes.
The most common one is like ban, which we call marijuana.
Yes.
There is tobacco, and tobacco is of two types. There is one that the old women or men normally use, the one they use in their nose when they snuff. But there is still another people that they normally use the one for mouth. They put it in the mouth. Yes, so that is tobacco. Then we have cocaine. We have what we call the amphetamines. We have the alcohol. Yes, we have the marijuana, no, the heroin. Yes, so those are the most common one, and the melan. Yes, and melan we have two. There is the one that is called hard. Yes, but they are all categorized as melan.
Why?
Yes.
Okay. So, and why do you think people abuse drugs? What are some of the factors which trigger people to abuse drugs?
Okay, number one, we can say when we come to young people, we can also say it's out of curiosity.
Yes.
They want to understand what is happening. So they normally use it because they want to get more information about it. So that one is for curiosity. The other one we can say about probably even the condition, the poverty, the economic factors. Yes, and if you check, you'll be able to realize that those people who are abusing drug, majority of them, they come from a low income financial background. Yes, so the condition about the financial, sometimes also do that. And they misuse that. Sometimes they use that drug to forget about the problem they are going through, not knowing that they are not solving anything. So those are the things that we can say. The other thing is about probably even when you talk about poverty, also when you are affluent, when you have a lot of money, sometimes you see it cutting across both extreme, poor people and also rich people. Because when now you become affluent and you have a lot of money, sometimes you get into drugs because you have a lot of money, you don't have anything to do with that money, so you misuse drugs. So that's another thing. So the other thing is about probably the diseases. We normally say there are people who are prone to diseases, so sometimes they are prone to do that. Other uses those drugs maybe to forget the past thing. Probably they were abused when they were young, and when it haunted them, they want to take that drug so that they may forget that thing. So those are the might be the thing that maybe make people to do that.
Okay.
Yes.
In some, like, let's say on colleges and universities, you
Yes.
find some students or university students are using these drugs because of peer pressure.
Yes, the peer pressure is still there.
So you can go further ahead and elaborate more about peer pressure, and which advice can you give to those students who are using drugs due to peer pressure?
Yes, peer pressure, I think, Isaka, is one of the most misused thing, because when people want to use drug, they are introduced by their peers. And when they are introduced because they are working together, they are taken together, so they are introduced by those people. And the problem is that when they take those drugs, it brings problem. And even the people that are introducing you, they are introducing you because of many factors. Either they want money, because there are some of them who are traffickers, who want to traffic those drugs, so they are going to recruit you into that. Others, they want you also to destroy your life. They see that you are a person who is bright, has a future, so they want to terminate your life by doing that. So they introduce you into those drugs, and when you are introduced to those drugs, your life is messed up. So it's very important for these people to understand that when they are introduced drugs by peer people or by through peer pressure, is that they want to destroy their life. Yes, they need to stand up and to say no to those drugs.
Okay. There are some of the effects which are caused by these drugs. What are some of the effects and the warnings you can give to students or people abusing drugs? What are some of the effects you can highlight?
Okay.
Yes, I know there are many, but you can measure for major ones and elaborate more on them.
Okay. So we can say there are at least three. We normally call them the golden effects of the drugs. And golden effects of addiction is that you not miss jail. Yes, jail is one. Meaning that when you become afraid to drugs and substance, you not miss jail. Sometimes you are caught by policemen, you are put in jail. So jail will become a part of you. You'll be going in and out. The other place you'll be going is hospital. Because when you take those drugs, we normally say that the end product of drugs, the destination of any drug, whether it's sniffing or it's orally or it's injection, its end destination is in the brain. So when it is in the brain, it means that sometimes it will destroy the body, it will destroy the organs, it will destroy part of your body. So you'll be a frequent visitor to the hospital. So that is number two. Number three is we normally call it a divorce. Divorce meaning that you will not be able to sustain marriage. And I normally tell young people who are taking those drugs, I normally tell them, show me one family that you can be proud of, that you say, my family, I admire that family because they started taking drugs when they were young, and now they are 80 or 90 and they are still taking drugs and they are staying together. It will not happen. So one of the effects of drugs addiction is that it will lead to divorce. You marry one person, when you stay, you because of the effect. Sometimes you fight, sometimes you are angry, you cannot control yourself, there is no money. So divorce will be there. So the three things will be there: the jail, hospital, and divorce will be part of your life.
And also sometimes you can become affected
to
that drug.
So
as I know, you have done some research on drug abuse. Those are some of the effects which can cause, as we have heard, we have divorce, we have jail, you can be jailed, and also you can visit hospital all the time. You need treatment, and you have no money. So the other thing I can request you to explain, what are some of the preventive measures you can advise the government to do all the drug users? Which advice can you give to those people addicted to drugs?
Okay. And maybe before I start, probably we talk about the advice I can give to the government. Probably we can talk about the signs, because maybe the parents are asking themselves, what are those signs that I can check so that I see whether my child or my daughter or my son is taking drugs? So number one, we normally say, if you find your son or your daughter in the company of people who are taking drugs,
Yes.
That tells you that this person must be taking the drugs.
Yes.
He might or she might not be taking at that time, but even if she is not taking at that time and she is in that company, she will be introduced to those drugs soon. And I think that that's why the Englishman said, "Show me your friend, and I show you the character you are." Yes, meaning that you cannot be in a group, in a company of people taking drug and abusing drug, and yet you claim that you are not a drug addict. You might not be, but in eventuality, you will be one of those people who are taking drug.
Yes.
So it's very important to do that. So when you see your daughter in company of those people who are taking drug, he might be in that company, or he might be introduced to those drugs. Number two, when you see your child with what we call the paranavalia. Paranavalia means items that are used by medics. So if you see your child who is around 10 years with syringes, needles, spoons, what are those? And he is not being trained to become a doctor. Because if you see them with those kind of syringes, it is to mean that they have already been addicted, and now they are using the drug for the injection, like the heroines, all these drugs for the injection.
Yes.
If you see your spoons at home are disappearing, all of a sudden you buy a bunch of spoons, they are disappearing, and you find them either in your daughter or in your son's cubicle, it is to mean that probably your daughter is taking drug. And what sometimes they normally do, they use, if you find the spoon, if you find candles and matchbox in that house, and sometimes they are burnt on the lower side, on the beneath the spoon, it is to mean they are doing, because there is a drug they normally put in the spoon, and then they heat it with a candle. So when it starts evaporating, they follow it with what we call the straw. The straw we normally use for soda.
Yes.
So they follow that and they inhale that. So when you see those items in that cubicle, you see the spoon, the mushroom, and the spoon probably are burnt, the straw, and he's not taking soda. They might be taking those things. So the other thing you might also be able to see, we have said about the syringes. So you might also see things disappearing from home all of a sudden, and you start seeing probably some item like pangas, sufuria, they are disappearing from home. They might be taking those sufuria and selling them in order to get the money.
They do what we call butter.
Yes, the butter exchange or the butter trade. Yes. So that they get money, and they sell them at a very low price.
Yes.
Number four, probably the other signs you might check is that there are people who normally camouflage the smell, because when you take the bang and those things, there is that smell, that a pungent smell that comes from the mouth. So what happens with these people? Sometimes when they are coming home from school and from colleges and from work, immediately if you notice that your son is carrying a lot of chewing gum, tropical sweet, what we call the mint, and when they reach home, they are putting them in the mouth, or he is chewing all throughout, it is to mean that child might be having a problem with addiction. So he is taking, or she is taking those chewing gum so that they may camouflage those kind of the smell that you may sense. Yeah, so that's another thing that you may be able to check. So I think those are some of the signs. The other one is what we call the truancy. They start refusing to go to school. Yes. They were very good, but now they start becoming refusing to go to school. Yes, they want to say, I don't want to be educated, I want to go to school. So if you start see that behavior that was not there, it is to mean your child might be in drug. The other thing is now what we call the physical change. Your child is now becoming dirty. Was a very good and neat person, but all of a sudden he's not bathing, wearing tattered clothes, refusing even to shave the hair. So if you start seeing that kind of behavior that was not there, it is to mean probably your child might be introduced, have already been introduced to those drugs. Yes, so I think those might be the signs that we may be seeing.
So maybe the last question.
Yes.
What are some of the sample or tests you can do to prove that someone is abusing drugs?
Okay. Yes. So they are tests that we normally say that we normally do, and it is a simple test. So when they come to our facility here in Siloam Medical Center, or in Siloam, we have another facility in Mitikenda.
Yes.
Kamakis. So if you come there, what we normally do is a simple test,
Yes.
and we normally call it CAGE.
Yes.
CAGE is an acronym of C A G E. So C stands for CAT. What is CAT? CAT means whenever I talk with these people and I ask them when we are seated, and I ask them, has this problem of alcohol brought trouble in you and you are feeling as if you want to cut it? Instead of taking 10 bottles, you feel as you want to take 2. If they say yes, yes, it has been a burden to me, I feel like I need to cut. That is one sign that these people are addicted. So whenever you talk about cut and they have that urge, they want to cut, it is becoming a problem to them, they want to reduce, that is one test that we normally do. The other one is A, for anger. Anger is when I talk about alcohol. I don't know whether you have heard people at home or a parent speaking to about alcohol.
Yes.
Or a ban.
Yes.
And he's not even talking to that person who is taking alcohol or a ban, but he's talking generally and saying that these people who are taking alcohol are very bad, they are going to die. And that person who is taking ban become angry.
Yes.
When you hear a person defending alcohol or ban and having anger because of that, it is to mean that person is addicted. That's why he is defending, because this addiction or that kind of addiction he is having has become a partner to him. It's like a wife. So when you abuse my wife, I will become angry. So when you attack alcohol or ban, or that's something that he's taking and become angry, it is to mean that he is in addiction. The other one is what we call we have talked about C, we have talked about A, we have talked about G. Yes, you become guilt. Yes, guilt is to me, whenever you take, you are feeling very nice, but when you take, after realizing the action you did, there are some people who take alcohol and they come and they beat their wife. They kill, they broke item at home, television, thermos. So in the morning when they wake up and they are told, you are the person who broke that television, you are the person who broke that thermos, broke that door, you have that guilt. So if you have that guilt, it is to mean that you are already addicted. The other one, which is I, for CAGE, C-A-G-E, I is what we call the eye opener. Is whenever they want to, you feel that you cannot do anything, you have to take so that it opens your eyes. So I think we normally say a language that kutoa roho. Yes, there is a person who wake up, but if before he does anything or he do anything, he must take that. So when you have reached that an extent that you cannot do anything, any duty, before you take that alcohol to become an eye opener, you are already addicted. So those are the simple things that we do, but we also normally do other things, the blood test and all those things. We can do the urine, we can do the drug, so that we may be able to understand what is happening or what is that drug that is that person taking.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Earlier you have stated that you have a facility in Githurai 45,
Yes.
in Loam Medical Center.
Yes.
And you have also told us we have another facility located at
Mitikenda.
Mitikenda.
Yes, in bypass, Eastern Bypass,
Yes.
past the Kamakis.
That one is it on Ruiru?
As in Ruiru.
Okay.
Yes, Ruiru, on your way to Kamakis.
So on your facilities, do you have some programs
Yes.
where you do guidance and counseling
Yes.
on these people abusing drugs?
Yes, they are fair. When they come to our facility, they will be able to, number one, they will be tested to see which kind of drug they are doing. We have a good laboratory to do that.
Yes.
Here we also have counselors who can be able to counsel them,
Yes.
and we also have treatment for these drugs.
Yes.
Yes, so if you have your son who is taking alcohol, ban, they are taking any kind of drugs, you can bring them. Yes, we are able to do the test, because from the lab, then we can also be able to give them, to put them on treatment.
Okay.
Yes.
So I can also, how can someone reach you? Do you have some online platforms where someone can reach you or
Yes.
can get you? Okay.
So number one, we can say I can give my contact.
Yes.
Yes, that is 0720 730 702. Then they can also visit our facility where we have said we are located, either in Kamakis or here in Githurai 45. They can come and be able to see us. Number three, they can also follow us through the YouTube, the YouTube channel.
Yes.
And we normally have this program, or be having this program every Wednesday. So every Wednesday we'll be talking about a certain condition, a certain disease that is disturbing people. And we also like you to maybe to tell us or to request us which topic you'd like us maybe to discuss about. Probably the topic that is disturbing you or the condition that is disturbing you, we can be able to incorporate it in our program and we can be able to share. So that's what we are doing.
So you can also give them
Mhm.
your which names are you using to your all online platform, that
Yes.
is TikTok,
Yes.
Facebook,
Yes.
and YouTube.
Yes.
Yes.
So in Facebook and TikTok, we are using Siloam Spring Medical Center. So that is the one that we are using, all of them. So if you go there, you'll be able to, you search, you'll be able to see us there, and you'll be able to gain knowledge. And I also think it's good, important for, if you allow me, Isaac, to say that we are not just doing medical things, we are also doing what we call the Bible, and that's what our theme is, the Bible and health, because we normally also teach the Word of God. On Monday, we normally have a topic that we are doing, and on Friday. So you can be able to join us for all those things. I think it will be beneficial for you so that you may become loud or well, physically, emotionally, and even spiritually, and you'll be able to gain more knowledge.
Okay, guys, when you get to our online platform, that is Siloam Springs Medical Center,
Yes.
like, share, comment.
Yes.
If you have any question which is disturbing you, that is matters related to health
Yes.
and also Bible study,
Yes.
you can call Dr. Julius.
Yes.
I think we'll repeat your number again.
Yes, my number is 0720 730 702.
Okay, guys,
Yes.
on Wednesday, we will be having discussion on matters related to health, and
Yes.
that will be good.
Yes.
Let's meet on the same time, on the same place,
Mm.
and God will bless you. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.